In the shadowy blue glow of countless server rooms around the world, artificial intelligence is evolving at a pace that would have seemed impossible just a few years ago. But today, we're witnessing a seismic shift in how the AI industry approaches development and innovation. Picture the AI landscape as a tale of two cities. In one corner, we have the fortress-like approach of companies like OpenAI, who've long defended their decision to keep their most powerful models behind lock and key. Their reasoning seemed sound at first: protect society from potential misuse, maintain quality control, and ensure responsible AI development. But then came DeepSeek, emerging from the mists of possibility with a different vision entirely. Their open-source approach has sent ripples through the AI community, forcing even the most established players to question their fundamental assumptions about AI development. Let's pause for a moment and consider what Sam Altman's recent admission really means. The CEO of OpenAI, one of the most influential figures in artificial intelligence, acknowledging that they might have been wrong about their closed-source approach. This isn't just a casual observation. It's a watershed moment that forces us to reconsider everything we thought we knew about AI development. Think about it like this. Imagine if, in the early days of the internet, someone had managed to convince everyone that the only safe way forward was to keep the core technologies proprietary and controlled by a select few companies. How different would our world be today? The parallel with AI is striking. DeepSeek's success has demonstrated something crucial. When you open the gates of innovation to the global community, progress accelerates exponentially. Their models, freely available for researchers and developers to study, modify, and build upon, have achieved results that rival or even surpass those of closed-source alternatives. But what does this mean for the future of AI development? Let's break it down into key implications. First, transparency becomes the new currency of trust. When anyone can examine the code and understand how an AI model works, it creates a natural system of checks and balances. Security through obscurity gives way to security through scrutiny. Second, the democratization of AI accelerates innovation. When developers worldwide can build upon existing models rather than starting from scratch, we see a multiplication of efforts rather than a duplication. It's the difference between hundreds of people trying to reinvent the wheel versus hundreds of people working together to build increasingly better vehicles. Third, and perhaps most importantly, open-source AI development could help address one of the field's most pressing concerns: bias and safety. With more eyes on the code and more diverse perspectives contributing to development, we're more likely to catch and correct potential issues before they become problems. But this shift isn't without its challenges. Critics argue that open-source AI could lead to misuse or enable bad actors. Yet, as we've seen time and time again in technology, keeping things closed doesn't necessarily make them safer. It often just creates a false sense of security. The reality is that AI development is reaching a point where containment may no longer be practical or beneficial. DeepSeek has shown that high-quality, powerful AI models can be developed and shared responsibly. Their success has forced the industry to confront an uncomfortable truth. The benefits of open collaboration might outweigh the perceived risks of closed development. Looking ahead, we're likely to see a hybrid approach emerge. Companies might keep certain proprietary elements while contributing more to the open-source ecosystem. This balance could preserve commercial interests while fostering the kind of collaborative innovation that drives the field forward. Consider the implications for different stakeholders. For researchers and developers, open-source AI means more opportunities to contribute meaningfully to the field, regardless of their institutional affiliations. It levels the playing field and enables innovation from unexpected quarters. For businesses, it means faster development cycles and reduced costs, as they can build on existing open-source foundations rather than developing everything in-house. For society at large, it means more transparency and accountability in AI development, with the potential for broader participation in shaping how these technologies evolve. The future of AI, after DeepSeek, looks remarkably different from what many had envisioned. Instead of a handful of powerful companies controlling the development of artificial intelligence, we're moving toward a more distributed, collaborative model. This shift doesn't mean abandoning responsibility or oversight. Rather, it suggests that the best way to ensure responsible AI development might be through openness rather than restriction. When thousands of researchers and developers can examine, test, and improve AI models, we create a form of collective governance that could prove more effective than any single organization's oversight. As we stand at this crossroads, the path forward seems increasingly clear. The future of AI development lies not in building higher walls, but in building bigger tables, creating space for more voices, more perspectives, and more collaboration. Sam Altman's acknowledgement of DeepSeek's impact isn't just a validation of open-source AI development. It's a signal that the industry is ready for change. The question is no longer whether to embrace open-source AI development, but how to do it responsibly and effectively. The next chapter in AI development is being written not by a single author, but by a global community of contributors. And if DeepSeek's success is any indication, this collaborative approach might just be what we need to create artificial intelligence that is not only powerful, but also transparent, ethical, and aligned with human values. As we close this exploration of AI's future, one thing becomes clear. The walls between closed and open development are crumbling, and in their place, a new paradigm is emerging. One that promises to make artificial intelligence not just more powerful, but more accessible, accountable, and ultimately more beneficial for all of humanity.